You got me working on a solution to a pickle problem that I'm currently having. Let me show you what we got going on. I am in a creative world, so as you can see, there's the mock-up of our tower. Let me show you what I've got so far here. So what I'm doing is I am running out of pickles in our main world quick. I went through like 5 shulker boxes of pickles doing the paths and the floor, which you saw in the opening. Yeah, it's a lot of pickles. So what I ended up doing was I looked up how to make a pickle farm, and this one here is by Rayworks. So I will try to put the link down in the description there if you want to check that out. But pretty simple, from what I can tell. So, of course, you got the hoppers that catch the pickles and stuff, and apparently a rail, the hoppers, the chests. But then you have hopper minecarts sitting on top of the hoppers, which are underneath the coral. Then you got pistons. You got this little part. You got bone meal in the dispenser there. And then it all comes up here. You flip this, and it works nicely. So I liked it. As you can see, we got a little bit more there. I liked it. But then I got to thinking, okay, so if I'm going to do all this, I need a way to store it, because I need a lot of pickles, especially once we start doing the river for the platform. So I got back online, looked up a shulker loader, and came across this one by Shulkercraft. And yeah, it's great, compact little design. So hopper into the chest. You got a shulker here. You've got I believe this is a dropper facing up. You've got a dropper pushing into that dropper. Piston, chest, observer. You can see all that there. So it's pretty simple design. You put your whatever it is you want to be stored up here, and then your chests go back here. And as you can see, they break, and then another one pops up. But then I thought, okay, that's fine and dandy. I'm pretty sure I can combine them, which you can see I've done here. So rather than have the chest, all I did was come in and add another hopper and another minecart there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it all pulls down into it, pulls into the hopper, straight down, loads into the chest here, and then when I'm ready for it, all I had to do is just open that and pull out the shulker. But then I got to thinking, okay, well, this thing requires bone meal. So rather than having to go around and load it with bone meal every, couple minutes, what if I just made a bone meal farm for it? And that's where the sugarcane comes in. So the sugarcane, it actually works. It's a little slow, I'll admit, but it does seem to be doing well. So there is some loss to it, but it ain't bad, if I'm honest. And it's not been up too terribly long. So, okay, I just threw that. So I could come over here and kind of show you what's in the dropper. So far I've only got 24, but keep in mind, there's got to be, I think it's 8 or 9. I think it's 9. Sugarcane that goes into this thing before it will make a complete bone meal. So I've got 3 levels here of sugarcane. I thought about doing a 4th, but I don't want to get too high with the building right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this stuff into the actual world, and then I'll bring you back in. All right, so got it done here. As you can see, it looks a little different than it did in the creative world. So I did 4 of the pickle farms down through there, and unfortunately, the sugarcane farm that I had set up just wasn't working right. So I had to change it and ended up doing this. I think it works. So as you can see, I've got it kind of semi started for decoration. If I need to get up and do something with the carts, if it unloads, I've got these ladders in here. So as you can see, we got our shulker loader. We've got our pickle farm. And I'm not sure why, but if you look inside here, you can see that I've got the coral on the innermost ring. It all dies, and I can't figure out why it keeps dying on me. But anyway, let me show you what I've done with the redstone up here. So what I came through and did was, because I was putting these so close together, in the original Pickle tutorial, it comes out to, I believe, right here. And you just put a lever down and you flip the lever. So what I've done is I've just connected these. And then, of course, I ran my redstone line to this lever over here. And I just kind of mirrored that over here as well. So, and then all I gotta do is walk up, give it a flick, back up, because eat it loud. And as you can see, they're, for the most part, in pretty good sync. Every now and then one of them goes off, and I don't know why. In case you're wondering, this is just my palette here. So I'm doing the direct corners again, which I think is going to look really good. But I've definitely got to go get more diorite. And I got to get some more sand, because I'm running low. I'm just going to turn it all down for the moment. Okay, so it's so much quieter. Why am I not getting pickles? All right, let me turn this off. I gotta take a look. What is happening? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with the pickle farm. Let me look into it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did get it to work. I'm still not sure why those particular corals around the center block is dying, but it is working. It's just really sporadic for whatever reason. Because the bone meal is definitely working, as you can see there. You can see the little particles of green shooting through. So it's working on all fronts, but for whatever reason, I don't know if maybe it's just happening so fast that we're not seeing it, or what's going on. But, ow. But yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it here. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out for us. So let me get the walls and everything else decorated and put up, and I'll bring you back in. So, I got it done. I'm pretty happy with the color scheme and everything. However, there is an issue. It's flat. And it's the same issue that we have with the tower. It just, there is no depth to it, and I don't know how to improve it. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I do like the way that it goes from darker up to lighter, as if though, because it's a factory, the darker bits are dirtier, almost. So I do enjoy that. Let's take a fly around here, and I can show you a little bit more about what we've done. So on the edges, like on the sides, I've just kind of repeated what's in the front there with the windows and stuff. But on the back, I decided to do more of a full window. So as you can see, it pretty much runs from top to bottom, and I really like that a lot. I thought about doing that in the front, but I wasn't sure how I would like it. But I think it worked out nicely. My big thing with this particular build was, don't mind the stream, I was trying to stop the snow. My big thing with this is I wanted a lot of natural light. So I've got these big windows up here. Let's see if I can do this without dying. Hey, I did it. Okay. But anyway, this is the inside. I kept it pretty minimalist, but I put in this floor, and I've got the water in here, kind of like we do in our villager trading hall. But I figured with these pickle farms that, as you can see, every now and then there's like a little leak that happens. So my thought is, what if one broke and just the low places in the floor it kept? So I like this a lot. As far as lighting in here, the lanterns are decoration. The actual lighting is down here. It's the sea lanterns under the trapdoors, but it's not under every trapdoor. So, but I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I like the way that the light comes in. It's just, to me, it's absolutely wonderful. And the pickle farm is doing great. I have used all my shulker boxes, so that's an issue. I've let it AFK, and it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, but the only thing that I'm not crazy about is the outside and how flat it is. And I just don't know how to fix that. So I tried a little bit, like right here with the stairs. And if you look at the walls where the panes come down, you can see a little pixel difference right there. But when you back up, you can't really tell it's there. But I tried what I could with the depth. I just feel like there's so much more that I could do with it. But it's just flat, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Well, I see one thing I gotta fix. See that window? That window? They're off center. Okay. I gotta fix that. But, yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, I threw that too high. This is gonna hurt. Oh! Okay. That was almost bad. Where'd I put my food? There we go. But anyway, if you have any suggestions on how to make this better looking, like more depth, please let me know. Same for the tower here. I looked at doing windows in the creative world, and I'm just not crazy about them. I could probably knock out 2 floors with windows and be alright, but I'm honestly just not crazy about the look of it. So, that being said, yeah, let me know what you think. So, but I'm going to leave it there. Till next time, stay safe, stay sexy. I'm out of here. Bye.